Alright everyone, this is a trip report submitted by a subscriber here from Mustafa. This is an absolutely fabulous report with loads of deep insights into reality. It's extremely profound and I think you're going to take away a lot from this one. January 22nd, 2022. I'd been preparing myself for this trip for some time and was just waiting for the right time to come up. Didn't want to rush into it. On that morning around 8 AM I had a decent breakfast and didn't eat anything else throughout the rest of the day. I wanted an empty stomach for the shrooms. After breakfast I went for a 3-hour walk in nature. It was a nice sunny day and I really tried to ground myself and not to think too much about the upcoming experience. After arriving back home from that extra long walk, I took a hot shower, weighed the mushrooms, and then had them prepared afterwards. Knowing how potent my shrooms were, I was having butterflies in my stomach and feeling slightly nervous for the trip. I then meditated to calm my mind and calm my nerves. After my meditation I started praying to the universe and mushroom spirits, saying my intentions of taking mushrooms is to heal from my depression, from the constant battle I have with myself within my mind. My intentions are pure, and I am asking for mental healing, to be free from any mental blockages. 4:30 PM. I took 8.37 grams of albino A+ psilocybin mushrooms. I'd ground them all up so I didn't have to chew them, as I don't really like the taste very much. I took some spoonfuls and washed it down with freshly squeezed orange juice. 4:50 PM. I could feel the effect coming up, and outside started getting dark, so I went and lay down in my bed, getting myself comfortable. 5:45 PM. Really needed to go to the toilet at this point, but at the same time I did not want to get up as my head felt really heavy. I began to have a debate with myself that I can trick myself into not needing the toilet. After I think 5 minutes or so I thought, fuck it. I'm not putting up with this shit and I don't want to wet myself, so I got up using the light on my phone screen to see where I was going, not wanting the lights on. I was pretty much fucked up at this point, and my mind was being deteriorated, a feeling that I really cannot describe. It just felt like infinite amounts of thoughts going through my mind at once. It was extremely overwhelming and a terrible state to be in. Anyway, after finishing in the toilet, which felt like it took forever, I went back and lay down again. From then onwards I totally lost track of time, but the overwhelming feeling was getting worse. I started to think, shit, I really want this to stop. I really want this effect to end now. How can I fucking end this? Just as I was thinking all this, a voice within spoke and said, "It's the Moldavite around your neck. Take them off, remove all the crystals that are on you." I managed to remove the Moldavite pendant and other crystals I had on me at the time. I did that and I don't remember what happened from there onwards. I was just gone. Totally gone. At some point I started to see that I was in infinite space. I was seeing everything from the all-seeing eye's point of view, an eye that never blinked once. I then realised I am not within my body, and I'm in some other dimension. What I was experiencing words cannot express. I felt nothing but love. I was love. Nothing but just love. An infinite consciousness. I remember saying, "I've died, but I'm okay with it. I cannot die anyway." What would my mother think? She must be devastated to know she has lost her younger son. I began to understand. She is not really my mother. She is me. I am her. I then started to see the entire matrix from the outside. I was looking for glitches in the matrix so to come back in this reality, and at that point I learned we are in a simulation game. The world is not real. It's all a fake. We are the all-seeing eye, the infinite vision, all that there is and all that there ever will be. We are infinite possibilities. We can manifest infinite possibilities. Visualize whatever it is you desire to be in this game, be that in the mind, as all and in everything is in the mind, and just simply be, and all shall manifest. You are you, and I am me, but I am you, and you are me. We are all one. Every animal, everything that has a pulse and a heartbeat, the grass, the trees, the earth, the forest, these are all an expression of ourselves. Destroy a tree, and you are destroying yourself. Eat an animal, you are eating yourself. Killing you is killing myself. In this game, nothing is real, not even your mother. Literally everything is an illusion. We are powerful beyond measure. You are the universe. You are God. The reality that you have created is nature, the earth itself. We are in a simulator, but within our simulator there is another simulation, the system, which in truth is a virus within your simulation, destroying all. You. All this is doing though is imprisoning you within your mind and transforming you into a slave in your own reality. You can never ever die. There is no such thing as death. We are eternal. There is also no such thing as evil. Only love exists. Evil is an absence of love, which in this game so many have forgotten. I then realise again I am still out of my body. I had so many out-of-body experiences throughout the trip that at one stage I was shifting in and out of my body at will, and every time I left my body, I could hear a louder ear tone and total silence. And every time I would return back in my body, I would be in a state of shock, laughing at what I had discovered, or better be said, what the mushroom had revealed to me. I could see strange colour patterns vertically. I felt and saw just being the all-seeing eye. I could see everything and see everything for what it truly is, and I knew everything that was. While I was tripping balls, I was speaking. I cracked the Da Vinci Code. I know the code. The Da Vinci Code is the code that you and I can truly break free from the Matrix. The code that can bring this system to its end. I really tried to get up and get hold of a pen and write down the things I knew at the time, but I simply couldn't move. I tried to get my phone and record myself speak, but I couldn't function the phone at all. In this game we set items such as crystals, plants such as mushrooms, and people who come across in our experience so we can find our path in discovering who we are and what we are, discovering our all-powerful self. I was still tripping so hard that I started to think I'll never be normal again. I remember asking myself, does that mean I will never get high again? Will I ever trip again? While this was happening, I left my body again, and complete silence engulfed me once more. I became the all-seeing eye again. Returning back to my body, I was just laughing hard at how fake everything is, and I couldn't believe all these years I thought otherwise. I remember sitting upright and saying, "We are all one." I spoke my ex-girlfriend's name and said, "I am D, and she is me. I am Shiva, and Shiva is me." The experience started to become seriously overwhelming once more, but in a good way this time, but it was just too much. I somehow managed to focus enough to see the time, and it was 7:49 PM. Remembering I took mushrooms, and it will wear off in a few hours, and I knew I'd be okay. That really helped calm me down, so I just laid in peace, closing my eyes, which felt like I had the most advanced Super Ultra HD 3D TV behind my eyelids. The visuals were incredible. Colours that I've never seen before in my life. Being completely fuzzy, I had no grip on time or reality, and I looked at my phone for the time again. It was now 10:26 PM. I was so badly craving for some kind of sugary fruit, so I managed to get myself to the kitchen, having some oranges, a banana, some dates, fruit juice, and a glass of water. Afterwards, I sat on the floor in the living room with an extreme feeling of depression. I said to myself, what the fuck have you done? I just fucked myself up psychologically. Why did I take so many mushrooms? I know now that this whole life is fake. What's even the point being here then? What's the fucking point being alive when I now know who I am and where I am? I felt even more depressed than before. I got up to go back to bed, being so upset with myself, thinking I'm mentally scarred for life. When I lay down, the same voice that told me to take my Moldavite off spoke once more and said, I just revealed to you who you are, where you are, and how powerful you are, and how you are the master creator of your own life and reality. It's just a game. It's just a ride. Almost immediately I felt a warm energy embrace me, and suddenly that depression feeling was gone, and that's where the descent began. Even though I felt absolutely exhausted, it was still the most beautiful feeling of my life. Nothing mattered, and I felt so uplifted and euphoric. I truly felt reborn again. I was in a state of pure bliss, peace and joy. 12:45 AM. I got up to have more fruits and played 432Hz Zen music and sparked a candle. It was absolutely beautiful. It helped me to kick back and enjoy my return to normality. I was feeling so happy and eventually I had fallen asleep. 2 weeks after the trip and I am still trying to put bits and pieces together and still reviewing the trip in my mind. What a trip it was. I now feel really good. I no longer feel depressed, no more mental conflict with myself, and I am at peace and find myself with a grin on my face. I cannot believe mushrooms can have such a life-changing impact. I certainly got tons more than what I asked for. I have so much respect for mushrooms and psychedelics now than I did ever before, and I believe wholeheartedly when you take mushrooms that you invoke a spirit, the mushroom spirit. Mushrooms mustn't be taken just to have a little fun. They are more than a tool in my opinion. They are the golden key to unlocking the universe within you. I'm so grateful for my experience with mushrooms and being healed by it. It's truly humbling and a life-changing experience. Thank you, universe, and thanks to you, mushroom spirit. Mustafa. What an absolutely fantastic report. Stuff like this is the main reason I made this channel, to share these beautiful and insightful pieces of wisdom that psychedelics can bestow upon you. Hope you guys enjoyed that.